Hello, my name is Anjani Segrist, and today's video is going to be a follow-up to the Scorpio Rising video I did a couple of months ago. So in this video, you're going to learn how to cut your chart up, how to divide it up, so you can find out what timings are alive for you right now. So here's the chart, and the one that I'm working with is the same one from the Scorpio Rising video. He has Scorpio Rising at 5 degrees. So whatever you have in Scorpio, whether it's your sun, moon, the rising sign, Mercury, Venus, or Mars, these are all the planets that we consider to be personal planets. These things hold specific significance for you. So Mars is your inner masculine, Venus is your inner feminine, Mercury is the way you communicate, perceive, and have cognition. The moon is the lineage, your roots, and the rising sign is what you're learning about. And the sun is, I consider the sun as your style or your flair. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. We can kind of look at the sun and get a taste of that. So what you're going to do is take whatever you have in the sign of Scorpio, and you're going to draw a line right through the center, crossing over that X in the middle and making the line go all the way through. And then since his is at 5, what we did is just went through and hit the 5 spot all the way around until you get to the square up top here. So it's Leo. It's going to be Leo. Draw the line all the way across through Aquarius. So then you have like equal lines dividing your chart. So in the center of the chart represents you, the moment you were born on Earth, and all the planets are in their alignment, looking like a map of the sky the moment you were born. Here on the outside is where they are today, and I actually have this for the 18th of October, because on the 18th, Jupiter moves into Scorpio. So for everybody who has something in Scorpio, especially a personal planet, the ones that we mentioned, that I mentioned just a minute ago, Jupiter is going to be in the area of Scorpio. So for this chart, Jupiter is conjunct or within 10 degrees of his rising sign. So Jupiter's going to be going through, it's known as the year star. So through the rest of this year, Jupiter will be going through Scorpio, expanding and making bigger the realm of Scorpio, what Scorpio represents. So what does Scorpio represent? Everything is in polarity. So Scorpio isn't by itself, it's in polarity with Taurus. Taurus is full embodiment, pleasure, the passion for life, passion more on the side of Scorpio. Let's use the word life for Taurus. Full embodiment, being alive, everything that it takes to have a physical body is the realm of Taurus. Over here, everything about passion, intensity, desire, death, money, addictions, that's all in the realm of Scorpio. So we can't really ever separate these two. So when I'm saying being passionately alive, this is polarity between Taurus and Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio rising, you're here equally to learn the lessons of Taurus. If we're looking at things just as one, if we're looking at Scorpio rising just as Scorpio rising, we're really missing out on the benefit of the whole pole. So start thinking about things like that, the polarity of things. So if you have death, destruction, depression, contraction, the other side of that is elation, pleasure, the Taurus realm. So when we have Jupiter going over Scorpio, going through Scorpio for the next year, it sort of expands, and what Jupiter wants to do is evolve, bring an evolution to whatever it touches. So during the next year, we're going to have a sort of highlight over the Scorpio mysteries. Everything that has to do with intensity, the realm of the underworld, things that are hidden, esoteric, occult, all of these sort of mysteries, what I like to call the invisible realm. This is where you find the shamans, the mystics, the yogis, the witches, all of those practitioners who are working directly with energy. This is that realm. So if you're uncomfortable with that, but if you're watching this video, probably you're not. That probably is a part of your magic, being able to touch into that realm where many, many people are very uncomfortable. It's that feeling of force, when you're about to fall off of the edge of a cliff and you can feel the force of the weight of your body pulling you downward, and then somebody reaches and pulls you up. It's like that the tension between life and death, the tension between dropping to the bottom and being pulled up to the top. This is the polarity between Taurus and Scorpio in a sort of extreme sense. This is also known as the path of Tantra. So it is that pull, that tension between pleasure and pain. And not saying that the word Tantra means pleasure and pain. It actually has more to do with the union of energy, the union of your own individual piece of God with the ultimate, or the one. So we see the pictures of Tantra with Shiva, Shakti, and in their sacred union, you might call it. Those really are representing that power of unity, the electricity of two things pulling together, or the tension when they're sort of pulling apart. So once you've divided up your chart, you can get a good clue about where Jupiter is going to hit as it moves through Scorpio, and get an idea of timeline material for yourself. This particular chart has Saturn. He's in a Saturn return cycle right now. So Saturn is going to hit exact on 14 November for him personally, and I think I read that in the first Scorpio rising video. His year is 1988. So if you happen to be born in 1988, you're probably also in your Saturn return cycle. Congratulations for going through that. It can be really challenging, but extremely rewarding when you go through that responsibly, with the ability to respond to the situations that come up as part of reaching your maturity. So there you have it. If you have any questions about cutting up your chart, or any questions about Scorpio, I love interacting with you, and I've loved all of the questions and everything so far on the Scorpio rising video.